officially in JODPUR, the Blue City. We arrived here last night, had a bit of a nightmare. I booked the hotel for November, not October, so they gave us a night and now I've had to move places, but all has been sorted. So today we're just gonna have a little wander around the streets, see what's going on. Okay, so it's fact time. So, the Blue City was ordered to be painted blue by JODPUR, who was actually the founder of the city, and is also the person who built the Mahagra Fort. Now, it's still disputed why they were painted blue, with one side of the argument being that that the houses were painted with a mixture of copper sulfate and limestone. And that mixture is actually good at being an insect repellent, and there was a problem with termites which were causing damage to the buildings, so that's apparently why certain people thought it was painted blue. So others actually believe it was the Brahmins, who are India's priestly class, who had actually painted the houses blue to signify their higher social status. So I've just come across this well. It's built in the 1700s and it's where women used to go and collect water. And now it's just used as a swimming pool in the hot summer months. And there's a lot of fish down there. Now I've got the long, arduous task of climbing the mountain to get to the fort. Here's just a little brief look at the steps on the way up. Hard, sweaty work. Okay, so our mission now, we march on the Mahagra Fort, founded by JODPUR, which is right here. It's time to see if we can take over the castle. I've just acquired some new fresh strip. I've got a new camel bone wristband, and Ella's got some wristbands here which are made of tree resin, all natural colours. Very interesting.
So the mountain that the fort is on was known as the Mountain of Birds, and before the fort was actually there, according to legend, there was a hermit that lived on the mountain, and he was known as the Lord of Birds. And when JODPUR wanted to build the fort, the hermit refused to leave, and he actually put a curse on the fort which caused constant droughts inside the fort. So in order to appease him and lift the curse, JODPUR built him his own temple and home inside the fort, which you can still see to this day.
Welcome to our humble abode for the next 6 hours. Let me just give you a little room tour. This is our little sleeper bus room with a lovely fan, but not needed because we've got AC. We've got a window there to watch the world go by, quite nice. We've got an Ella, and we also have 2 charging ports which work. So up to now I'm rating this bus pretty highly, but we've got to see how it is when it actually starts moving, where we're going to get rocked around like rag dolls. So we'll update you when we know. We're off. We're off to see UDAIPUR. So you can't really see me, but we're just about arriving in UDAIPUR. This is what the middle of the carriage looks like. So we're going to see if we can get a tuk-tuk or an Uber. We've both been really desperate for a wee for about 2 to 3 hours. So yeah, it's going to be a nice treat to get a lovely toilet break very soon. So I just tried the walking array technique on the tuk-tuk and it didn't work, but we still got 200 down from 250, so it's a slight improvement. But on Uber it's 180, so it's fine. We just need to get away and get a wee. So we've arrived, but apparently someone else has checked in as me and stolen our room. Now, this seems a bit of a strange situation. I'm not best pleased. I'll just run down to try and find a toilet. But yeah, I need this little fucker out my room. Onto this lovely little cafe, right on the waterfront here. Lovely. Very nice. You make these yourself?
Make water paper finishing.
You make them out of stone?
Yes, stone, marble stone this.
Oh wow.
It's a water paper finishing is good.
That's incredible. So you go through like this? Wow. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you for showing us.
Thank you. So we made it to Udaipur's city palace, so let's go and have a little look around.
He would put an elephant trunk on his horse because the enemies would ride in on elephants, and it would trick the enemy elephants into thinking his horse was a baby elephant.
Okay, today is the day we're going to venture onto the lake. We're going to take a little boat over to the Hagmandir Palace, which looks really, really beautiful. So let's see if it's quite easy and straightforward to get this boat. I think it should be about 600 rupees each, which is quite expensive, but apparently it's a must-do whilst you're here in Udaipur. So let's have a look. So there is where we're actually heading off to, in the distance. In a very scenic lake.
Like our jackets?
Overkill.
She said I'll show there.
So we've arrived. Apparently this is a hotel, not a palace, and it was built in the 17th century. It looks very posh and nice, and it's just floating / built in the middle of a lake.
Welcome back to Fun Facts with Ella. Wait. we went to a little art shop, and the man in there told us that elephants were India's animal of good luck, and when they got their trunks up, it means welcome. So like all by the entrances of all the houses, and the island has got loads of elephants with their trunks in it.
So it turns out we paid 15 quid to get here. You can walk to that corner, and here. We can sit here. And apart from that, you can either get an overpriced beer or a very small select amount of food, which is also very pricey. So it's been a very pricey excursion, but at least we have a nice view to sit down with some welcoming elephants there and there.
The roads in Udaipur are so thin that everyone just gets about on a tuk-tuk or a scooter. We have barely seen any cars, maybe a couple
No cars at all.
No.
So we're off to go on a cable car to see a view from up high of Udaipur, see all the lakes.
Yeah.
Hopefully catch a sunset. Go to the front one. Get in line for the front row seats. Got our own little cabin, except for the fact it's not front row seats. I'm very upset they stole it. Oh, look at that!
Pretty insane.
Ella's with her usual fan.
Thanks, Rona. I use it all the time.
So it turns out this cable car was definitely worth going on because the views are absolutely spectacular, and we've just decided to get ourselves a nice chai tea to enjoy the views. Okay,
Hello.
here we are. It's been a bit of a roller coaster today and yesterday. It's all been a bit of a shit show, to be honest with you. Ella has not been feeling ideal.
I think I've got some sort of, don't know, I just feel sick, just nauseous.
It's been bad. We've been having to spend days indoors.
We haven't done a lot.
No. Been resting and recovering, and today's journey of 16 hours was feeling very daunting, as Ella couldn't move anywhere without feeling sick, and we found out we were going to have a 4-berth cabin, which basically means we're going to share with people.
We should have been fine, but we just arrived.
There's this is not a bed. This is a wall. We're in our own cabin. It's the best news in the world.
So happy.
So unfortunately, this is actually it for India. This is our last little clip of India.
Is
We're
it
off,
really?
Yeah, we're off
We're
to
not gonna
Mumbai.
film Mumbai.
No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there for us. So when we next see you,
We'll be in the airport.
we'll be in the airport. See you then. Okay, so it's fact time. What? JODPUR and to show their higher social class. Apparently painted it blue because that's it.
And the
Built the fort, but he actually had to. Oh fuck! I hate this so much. Hitting the desert camel safari. I messed up, but it does my head in. I'm a perfectionist and I can't do it. It's done. I'm sweating buckets.